I say we just slowly work on the little things, and hopefully just as time passes by is good enough. Bro, stop with the rubber, man. Stop using rubber. Honestly, it's too much now. Well, damn it. There is a red marker sign, and I've literally within seconds. Okay, let me just re-rail, because I can just do that on command. Yes, man. This is the game right here, bro. Let us go. Look at the sun shine upon us all. Such brightness will expose all darkness. Oh. Hello everyone, welcome back again to some more Satisfactory. As you can see, we are back with our satisfying factory, although in some cases it's more satisfying than others, because this area right here has now become a pride of problem. And essentially what that means is that I thought I solved the situation to one problem only for another to arise with quick succession. I mean, all of them seem to be green for now, but we'll see how long it stays that way, because obviously in the last episode we built all this. Everything you see here. And essentially, all of this is all making rubber because we seem to have fell short on it when it comes to the production of our newest addition to the collection. And that is these things, which I think we're going to need quite a fair few for what is to come. So with that being constructed, it's taking quite a lot of the resources, and as I said, we definitely seem to be struggling with the collection of the basic resources. Well, I say basic, anything that comes from oil is just very, very demanding. As I mentioned before, the oil is definitely the true difficulty spike of the game. So we need to see if we can try and alleviate that status. And we have this train here, which is getting oil. Is it full? Yes, it's completely full. Our platform gets absolutely emptied. Now, here's the question. We just need more oil. But if all the oil is full over by the Darklands, do you think it might be more efficient to just make another train? Can I put another train on the same rail? Electromotive, we want it facing the same way. And then build another freight car on top of it. Alright, we gotta hurry before it open train menu. Timetable, edit timetable. So Darklands, and then to the Enchanted Forest. Save changes, turn on self-driving. Alright, I now have another train on the go. So hopefully, I don't know how well I've timed it to the point where one might get backed up by the other. I don't know, what happens if they two crash? Are they just gonna crash, or one of them's just gonna break? Am I gonna receive a message saying vehicles have been deadlocked once again? I don't know, I guess we'll see. Well, we'll see if that makes a difference. If not, we need to consider other options, because I think it's a matter of just getting more oil. Now, we could just... See, look, this is now full. This now needs to spread to all of these things. But is it actually making it to these ones here? The oil's all full. That's all full. Surely it should just, like... Oh, well, damn it. There is a red marker sign, and I've literally, within seconds, my trains have collided, and I nearly thought I could just jump that whole thing. So what does it mean when the trains have collided? If they, like, is it gone everywhere? Is they blown up, bro? What are we saying? They blow up at the station. I think I need to make it so as soon as one reaches the station, one should reach the other station. And they should basically just swap. But unfortunately, there's no way to tell when the train is at the other station or not. Oh my god, this one's literally just been derailed. Okay, is that one gonna go? Open train menu. Turn on self-driving. Right, get off. Okay, let me just re-rail, because I can just do that on command. Okay, so I guess I could just about guess just before it reaches the train station. Then I set it off. Okay, it's going round. Okay. Okay, I think it's approaching it now. So now, train menu, turn on self-driving. Alright, well, good to know that, you know, they don't, like, blow up or anything. Timetable? Okay. This one's now collecting. So I'm just keeping an eye on the timer to see how out of sync these trains are going to be. Okay, the second one is now off. Oh, we're talking about at least like about a 5-second delay. We're gonna see if 5 seconds is enough to destroy a whole infrastructure, but you know, we'll give it a go. But I am kind of curious, how full are these things? They look almost empty, actually, to be fair. I think our oil problem isn't just restricted to over there. This one's pretty much nearly bloody empty. Although that one's full. I mean, I guess if I really want to, I could add these two in here. More oil flowing into... See, this one's also now full. So it's full. It's just like getting it into these just seem to be bloody impossible for some reason, because there's no flow rate for the thing to actually get in. Going so slowly when it tries to transport. Transporting fluid is probably by far the most annoying thing in this game. You know, like, why doesn't the pipe just automatically have pumps along with it? Like, you know, it's... The oil in general is like the most annoying thing to deal with in this game, but it is like one of the most, if not the most important materials you need. So where do these things overlap? They overlap pretty much almost in the middle. So I think those trains might be okay. I think we might have solved our issue, and hopefully 5 seconds is enough. I guess we could just check if there's more oil. Nope. That's the only oil in this area, man. Damn, there's oil 1,600 meters away. See, I don't exactly know what to do. I'm gonna be honest, because like everything's all like coming apart in pieces and then put back together to make more pieces of a puzzle that's already been broken. I'm not entirely too sure what I'm doing, but as I said, we just slowly work on the little things, and hopefully just as time passes by is good enough to hopefully get some resources under our belt. I mean, if they're both going at the same speed, they shouldn't really crash, because they both stop roughly at the same time. I was about to say, bro, I nearly just missed that there. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually just head over to our hub and see what we actually need to advance ourselves, really. Let's just have a look and see what we need, because obviously we have a quarter of phase 4 done. If you look at the top right hand corner of the screen, bro, we've got 500 out of 500, and they're still being made as well. So we'll have plenty more for everything here. What is making that noise? What the hell has happened here? What is going on here? Why is this here? I mean, I ain't mad about it. This is pretty cool, but at the same time, I do not... Interact with a microwave. Interact with a damn faucet. Yes, man. This is the game right here, bro. Let us go. Yes. Boom. Anyways, I don't know why this is here, but yo, good vibes, man. Good vibes. Alright. So tier 7 is actually complete. So tier 8, what do we need? Thermal propulsion rocket. That's the next thing we need, and turbo motors. So I guess let us do this. So we need 1,000 pipes, 100 supercomputers, and 50 of the fuse modular frames. I think the 1,000 pipes is probably going to be the hardest thing. I don't know. Do we have 1,000? I think I've got like pipes made over here. Like, I've made so much stuff now to the point I actually have no idea what I'm actually making over here. I just has everything of just odd bits. Right, there's some pipes here. Okay, so 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just grab a couple extra more. 100 supercomputers and 50 of the fuse modular frames. And that should allow us the next thing. Alright, 50 of those. Right, let's go put these in the hub, and let's see what the woman's gonna chat to me about. Yeah, before we do that, let's do a bit more dancing, shall we? Yes. Ooh, oh, bro, man, the balloons can be moved. Yeah, bro, man. Right hook it. Yes. Anyways, before that, let us actually focus at the mission at hand. Alright, activate the milestone. And, yep, give me all this, all this. Boom. Alright, send it. Wee. What's she saying?
The Miner Mark III provides top-of-the-line resource extraction potential, making it even easier to contribute to project assembly.
Yeah.
Project part number 8, the thermal propulsion rocket, is the most complex project part of this phase as it requires turbo motors, and thus requires your best.
Right.
Fix it. Didn't think pioneers such as you could get this far.
Oh,
I'm
great.
glad
Fantastic.
we have both
Yeah.
proven them wrong.
Yeah, I'm glad as well, bro. It's taken me about 70 years, but you know, we move. Alright, so I guess we ought to look up friggin' turbo motors, and I guess I would like to assume it takes motors, so what are we needing? Oh my god. What? Oh, it needs more rubber, bro. Bro, stop with the rubber, man. Stop using rubber, honestly. It's too much now. Motors, radio control units. So I have rubber, motors, and control units. I need to learn how to make a cooling system, which also takes rubber, a heater, or a heat sink, water, and nitrogen. How do you make a heat sink? Aluminum cladding and copper. Right. Okay, I'm trying to think. Okay, well, we got the copper sheets all the way over there. So are we going to have to pretty much... We have to bring the clads over here along with more copper sheets to make the heat sinks, which then needs to go... I need like a storage space for rubber just so we have enough, because I feel like... Damn, but they really expect me to have so much stuff. So radio control units, yeah, that's not going to be an issue, to be fair. So we need more copper, more clad. So that's that there. Maybe I should like split off some of these ingots. Okay, so what we'll do actually, if we take splitter there, and just create just a merger that just goes there. Another splitter, and then essentially just connect that with that one, that with that one, that with that one. Alright, more constructors. Need some more power. Anyone got any spare power around here? You've got pretty much one. Okay, slap these mergers here. Okay, so now I've got copper sheets moving. I've really got to like speed this along. So I'm just going to dash this over here. Alright, so we should have some copper sheets coming in through here. Okay, so that's that. So now the next thing is to grab the... We've got to go and grab the clads over here. It's the same format every episode. I have to just go and bring one resource across the world back to the main area so then I can use the things that I need. But I guess, you know, it's all part of the pieces that come together to make the pieces, you know? Machines making machines. I feel like I say the same things over and over again because, like, I am literally doing the same thing. Like, bro, I'm going to be honest here. I'm literally doing the same thing every episode, just with different things. At least we'll have a clads pretty close to the base then, because I feel like I'm probably going to need more of these to make sure I've got enough conveyor belts. And surely I think we should have, like, everything should all be, like, maxed out over here by now, so I don't think we'll have any issues. Although, with that being said, there is, like, copper here. So, like, we could theoretically make the heat sinks here and then just drag the heat sinks over. Ah, bro, indecisions. I think, you know, I'll just drag the clad. If necessary, if I need to build, like, multiple sets, then I'll build multiple sets. But for now, I'll just drag the things over. The question is, where do we go to drag them over? That's the thing. Right, hang on. Everyone's all following the same line. White out. Just been run over, man. Oh, wait. Are these also making sheets? Wait a minute. I've got just full copper sheets just here. You know what? We'll do it here. Why not, man? We'll bring those over. Or maybe we might use them to make two sets. Who knows? We're over here. So, I'd like to assume they're made in an assembler. And how many do we want to make? Splitter. And then one there. And I pretty much do that same here. That one there. That one there. And this one's going to get the short end of the stick. Invalid conveyor belt shape. Alright, I'll make it valid. There we go. So that is now making. We're going to need some power from somewhere. There will do just nicely. Yeah. I think I need to upgrade that one as well. There we go. God damn, man. Look at all that go. Look at all that speed. Alright, so now that I've done that, yeah, so just go ahead and build one of these. Merger. Alright. We now have heat sinks being made. So now that's that out of the way, turbo motors. We now need to make the cooling system, which requires nitrogen gas and water. Surely the gas should just constantly be full at this point. Like, there's no way we're gonna run out of gas, right? That's my gas situation. Okay, so the gas is like full. So we wanna split this gas into another container along with water. I mean, we are gonna have to pump water, which is definitely going to be a pain in the ass. I think we've got to drag all of the pieces like closer to, because essentially to ensure that the liquid does not become a bloody problem, we've probably got to bring all of the resources that we need to make the turbo motors. What do we need? What do we need to actually make the thing that uses the turbo motors? So the turbo motors need modular engines. We need to get the modular engines back in production. The manufacturer for that is here. Oh god. I mean, there's some in here. We are going to also need to make some smart plating, which we don't have much of. How do you even make smart plating? Bro, man, that's like episode 6, man. Smart plating takes 1 rotor and 1 reinforced iron plate. I think this is what I have to use this iron thing here. I have to go and make smart plating to then bring that back there. So we have modular engines. So then we have that. Combine that with the turbo motor and the cooling unit. So the cooling unit needs to be made to make the turbo motor and the rocket fuel. And that in itself takes heat sinks, rubber, water, and nitrogen. Wow. I am a little bit overwhelmed. I can't lie. Not entirely too sure how to put this together. And like, we've got a massive rubber problem as it is. Alright, you know what? Let's just see if we can try and make a let's see if we can try and make the cooling system. So we have heat sinks. We have heat sinks here. Our rubber thing is over there. So the water's also kind of close to over here. We just need to bring the nitrogen over, and maybe we might just have to just make it here. Production, water, extractor. Let me make an industrial buffer for this water. Nice. I think what I might actually do is if I'm trying to think exactly how this can be done. Well, cooling system. Yeah, it has to be made in a blender. Water is getting there slowly. Alright, we fill this up with water. So then what we can do is we can use gravity to help us and have the water go down over here. Plus it overlaps the truck here. And basically, to make it so the blender pretty much goes here, I need more modular frames. We need modular frames, and we also need to bring the gas over. Alright, we got to bring the gas pipe into there. Because gas doesn't need a pump, we will do the same thing again and stack the buffers on top of each other. Although I'm missing plastic. Let's need to grab. So I have the gas here, the water's here. I now need the heat sinks and rubber, which there is rubber like here. Where is this rubber going to? Okay, well, you know what? What I'll do is I'll make a splitter here. And then pretty much bring the rubber over here. Alright, we now have rubber over here. So we have rubber, gas, water. The next thing we need is the heat sinks. Alright, well, we're getting there. So now we have everything over here. So the next thing we need to do is we need to get some heavy modular frames. I think it's quicker for me just to take these over here. Wait, are we out? There's no modular frames over here. Although it looks like we've run out of aluminum casing as well. Interesting. We're running out of stuff. Like, bro, man. When I try to do one thing, another thing has a problem. And then when I try to do that thing, then another thing has a problem. Like, you can see a consistent pattern, bro. Again, let's just focus on one thing at a time here, please. Alright. So, water in there. Gas, which has to come all the way around for some reason. But, you know, that also goes in here. You know what? I think just to avoid truck obstruction. Field. one of these things there. Here. The conveyor belt is too long. Wow. There we go. Alright. Everything is now in place. Get that there. Now, let us make ourselves a cooling system. Boom. All of that for one cooling system. And I need these for both the rocket launcher and the heavy motor, which is also used for the rocket propelled thing as well. Damn, bro. Alright, well, we finally have this in production. Fair enough. I guess I should whack one of these. Alright, we now have cooling systems. Let's go. That is all now being made. We'll see how many we get. But you know what? We're going to end this episode here. Yes, I know. It may not seem like it's taken a lot of time, but this has taken a lot of time. As I've mentioned in these episodes, for a very long time, we have reached that point in the game now where everything is just so demanding that it's just taking so much time. So we just got to take it little by little. And it will always be the little things that just makes it so cool to know that my truck can easily pass through under all of this without any problems. So, you know, we got to take what we can get. And yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. A little bit more progression. We're slowly making our way forward. And until the next time, where now that we have that in production, whether or not we'll need more, maybe we might have to whack just another one here. Then we've got to think about making the motors, but then we're also going to need the smart plating, you know, all that stuff. And yeah, we just got to keep on getting pieces together, trying to, you know, make sure the pieces stay in place. Yeah, all sorts of madness happening, but all of this will continue, and there'll definitely be more in the future. So until then.